welcome back to another episode of Reality TV Talk. Today's episode, I'm talking about Selling Sunset. I'm gonna be basically talking about my two faves on Selling Sunset that are bad bitches and that don't really give a fuck, and a lot of people don't like them and want to like come for them on the show, and the fact that, and I'm going to also say that I get it. Reality shows, they have to have the villain. They, they have to have a bad guy, and without bad guys, villains in the reality shows, they won't be as entertaining. So let me get right into it. I'm pretty sure y'all are not surprised. Christine Quinn is the number one. She straight up knew on the show that she's gonna be the show's villain, and she's okay with it. And it's crazy because it's like, a bunch of the girls wanted to like, be catty with her and stuff and want to have issues with her. And, I do that whole Nicole storyline really, really fucking bugs me. Especially the one where allegedly Nicole is accusing Christine of like trying to like pay off a buyer or something, which I pay off a buyer not to work with Nicole, which sounds like complete bullshit. Yeah, she's a bad bitch, and she knows it, and she don't really give a fuck, and that's why I love Christine Quinn. Hate her, I love her. She's a bad bitch, and she don't give a rat's fucking ass, and she don't think about it. The fact that Christine did not come for that meeting with Mary and Jason. The fact that she did not come to the meeting to defend herself is because Christine knew it was bullshit. She fucking knew it was bullshit, like fake bullshit for the show, and she's just not playing into it. No, and I mean, granted, she did have a feud with Chriselle. She did do stuff to Chriselle, but she would always be one of my favorites. And you know what? She did her thing and she bounced. She was like, she needs to show you more. And I love her book. It's one of my favorite books ever. And she just give great advice. She does. And you know what? Like I said, you know, hate her. I love her. She did her thing on the show. She did. Mm-hmm. Yep. She did. Last one. Brie. Listen, when she first got on the show, I didn't really like her because she had attitude, but then I started to realize, holy fuck, they doing the same shit to her they did to fucking Christine Quinn. And Brie don't play about that shit. She don't. She gonna make her money. I mean, this girl has some balls to have that conversation with Jason about wanting to get more money for listings and stuff, and had the conversation with him. Like, I was like, girl, you're talking to your boss like that. Like, you're trying to get more money and trying to, oh my God, I'm just like, girl. But she didn't give a fuck because she's that bitch. And you know what? Like, the last season, you could tell the girls were gang up on her, and Brie didn't give a fuck. She's one of those girls, she don't give a shit. That is Brie. That's why she later became one of my favorites on Selling Sunset. She don't give a fuck. I mean, granted, you know, her relationship with like Nick Cannon, one of the girls was questioning it, and had an issue with it, whatever. I'm like, it's like, it's Bree's business. If she wants to deal with that situation, that's on her. I mean, like I said, that's one thing that just irritated the fuck out of me about one of the other girls in the show, was that they were like being well judgy about the situation, and I thought it was crazy, but I'm excited for the next season because I know Brie don't give a fuck. Brie gonna handle her business, be about her money, just like Christine Quinn was the same way. Like I said, like them or hate them, they did their thing on the show. They did. They played into being the show villain, and they didn't really give a fuck. Somebody has to do it, so they did it. And like, yes, granted, I'm gonna bring up the whole Jason thing again because this girl had balls to literally straight up the conversation with Jason about, about the whole money thing. It's like she had an issue with like how much Jason would take of the commission for her house and stuff. and she didn't like that number, and you know she had a kid, this and that. Like, I remember, I remember a little bit of that situation. Correct me if I'm wrong, y'all, but I was like, girl, you got some balls because you want them bitches, and you know what? Girls are gonna hate, talk shit about her. Oh wow, Brie don't give a fuck. She's like, she's there to make money, you know. She's not there for the games and bullshit. She's not. No, she's not. This is my this is my opinion. I know we all have different opinions, but these two, I think my faves on Selling Sunset, and they did their thing on the show. But thank you guys for watching the video, and peace.